It's Arlen Roth here today for Gibson.com, and today we're going to be talking about an aspect of string bending that's rarely addressed, and I think it's important for you to understand about bending in both directions, meaning down towards the floor or up towards you. This is something that, in terms of having strings where you can choose either way to go, you're really talking about basically the G string and the D string. The other ones, yes, you can do a little bit of bends maybe on the B string that will go towards the floor, but that could only maybe be 1 fret in distance, you know, a half step. And of course, the lower strings have to pretty much be bent always towards the floor, unless you're going to do something very subtle on the A string, perhaps. So we're really going to concentrate mainly on the D and G. So for example, if you take your most basic blues bend, which in A would be bending from the 7th fret to making it sound like the 9th fret, well, a good reason for bending towards us is because we need these strings that are higher than that for the following notes. So there we're going from a bend of choice towards us to a bend that we have to do towards us, because we'd run out of room with our B string if we pulled down. Conversely, if we want that to be down, which is the same kind of pull using extra fingers, and if we have, say, a constant bass going, we obviously have to pull down. That way we're keeping these strings, available and keeping them open. And as you see, even though I had to bend down away, I could still get out in time to get what we thought we'd got from the first lick only by bending towards us. So we can even bend away and still get those. Now the D, here's a case where we're going to bend the D down. It could also be bent towards you. See there, I'm bending it up towards me because I need that note on the G string. I also like to have students practice, actually just for ear training, bending in either direction with the same exact bend. And then your hand really gets used to that pivot. If you notice, it's two very, very different styles of bending. One is a pivot down, and then the one that's up is more like a choke. There are a couple of rare instances where you can take the A string and instead of doing the typical bend down, which is what everybody would do, where you actually can bend a half step. Say, for example, you want a little pedal steel lick like this, and just get a suspended 4th. Well, we have to bend towards us because we want these strings, the D and G, to be harmonies to that. Same thing with the B. Normally we're always bending the B up, but occasionally we might want it to be part of a chord. That's a case where we could just have enough room to get it so it doesn't fall off the edge of the fingerboard. So there I'm really treating it independently within the chord as a melody. But always making sure it's only a half step. Real good exercise in finger control within the shape of a chord. So experiment with those ideas, and there's no way which is more superior to the other, but I think that so many people are used to bending always up, up, up. Practice a lot of that pulling down towards the floor, because you'll be able to get a lot more variety in your playing. So work on that and train your ear and make sure you're hearing those notes and how they're being tuned. All right, thanks a lot. Signing off. I'll see you next time. Take care.